Okay, so for this part, I just upgraded Bonnie to the most optimal setup that I could with all the resources I have. And this is the EX weapon. So this is the effect. So increase to level 10 increases the maximum amount of spread that the aging can reach after you defeat an aged enemy. So this allows the second skill, the decaying reach, to reach all the other enemies for the further attack debuff with the haste down itself. And then these are all the different stat lines provided by the EX weapon. So we have HP, attack, physical, magical defense with haste and defense penetration. And then for the charm set, the most recommended charm by her is the sorcery charm for skill damage as well as ultimate power. So these are all the different available charms over here. And then this is the charm effect. Deals extra damage when the hero hits a target. So this effect can be triggered once per enemy every 6 seconds, so additional burst. And this damage is increased to 360% for targets with HP below 35%. So this works insanely well with her kit because she focuses the enemy with the decaying reach debuff. And then from there, with all the debuffs on the enemies itself, we are able to quickly burst down the enemy and proc that maximum 360% from the charm skills itself, making her a pretty decent damage dealer right here. So the skill power increases the attack reduction all the way to 45%, and then additional damage over here, so 230 per second, by the way. So quite sick. Yeah, if we were to put her with multiple magical damage dealers, then I think this magical damage over time is going to be quite massive because we can quickly proc it, and then if the battle draws long enough, there's quite a bit of damage even on a boss. And then we have Nightfall Shift with increased damage as well, so additional 25% times 6, 150% more. Okay, so moving redeeming firing 6 arrows. So this one only targets one enemy, okay? So that's that single target skill. And then we have Death Mark Arrow. So this one increases stun duration all the way to 4.5, yeah, because this is 0.25 times 5. Oh no, 1.25. So 4.25 over here. 4.25 with an additional increase in damage to 320%. Okay, so I can see why Sorcery Charm is the recommended charm. So without further ado, let's go into the PvE side to just test out Bonnie's abilities. So we're going to go to the normal PvE side first. So right here, we're going to put her in the Iron, Almas, and Ardent control team. So this will give me 2 other magical damage source as well as control synergy. And let's start this battle. Okay, so we're going to give her the resonating spell here, so we can see what she can do in terms of the damage dealing side. So pulls everyone in. One of the flowers actually got the debuff, as you guys can see. So Bonnie is focusing on that flower. Okay, doing quite a bit of damage. There's also a few haste debuff. Okay, so this one dies, and then the poison animation actually spreads to the other 2 flowers at the back. Okay, so we saw the animation there. Later on, we'll take a look at the damage numbers. So for this one, we will just quickly double this battle and finish this fight ASAP. That battle ended really quickly, and I think the next round has some really tanky units so that we can see more. Okay, actually I might have positioned my OD in the wrong place because this Vala is aiming on him and he come online ASAP. Okay, so we are starting to kill people, so we should be able to bring the enemy down now. Yeah, I think we reposition our OD a little bit. because like my OD is like being slowed down a lot by the Vala because of the energy reduction. Because he can't spam the ultimate. So we're gonna do this, let Coco be the target. I think it's fine because we have Smokey as well as Rowan for the heal, so Coco shouldn't die. Okay, throws out the poison, starts to stack, and then Smokey's ultimate come through. Yeah, so we should be able to finish this round. And let's take a look at our Bonnie's damage distribution right here. Okay, so that's that. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the damage distribution. Arden, I think Arden, Okay, I mean, I don't know if Iron is a proven combo here, but this bonus damage distribution right here. Let's run through the replay once again, just a quick one. We'll go at one time. Okay, so immediate debuff on the target at the back, right? So there is this like green poison animation on the target, as you guys can see. I don't know why there's a haze debuff on the bears in front. So I don't see the attack debuff. So there's a possibility that the magical damage might not have actually reached the maximum stat. Okay, we can try this first. Then we compare the damage scores to Lily May to just see a damage comparison between both the magical damage dealer. And then maybe we put a team where we have Lily May as well as Bonnie to see whether or not Bonnie actually makes Lily May hit a lot harder. Although I doubt so because of the factional bonus. So let's just run through this. Okay, so we run through the battle once just to see how Bonnie performs skill-wise. Okay, so there's a poison on the boss, but like I mentioned earlier in the one copy testing, there's no haste down here. So we have the magical damage source from Bonnie, as well as our Reina, as well as Smokey later on. So right here, Bonnie's unable to do anything, as you guys can see right here. So she casts her ultimate, deals quite a bit of damage. So we have the attack down, which means that the aging stack is already maximized on the boss. So let's see how much more damage we can do. Yeah, I don't think this boss is especially meant for her. Because like, yeah, she just can't do much here, right? So this is the damage distribution. Nothing overly impressive. Although, if I do have a Ludovic, I'll definitely try her out with Ludovic. Because like Ludovic's super duper strong. And Ludovic is gonna be like super duper good with her because of the faction and stuff. Let's see. So this is my best score with Lily May today. So this is Lily May's damage. So comparing to Lily May, not that much difference. But from the looks of it, my Smokey actually did a little bit more. So I think if you take a look at her from a buffing perspective, I think she definitely did her job there. Yeah, if you take a look at this, right? So this is the damage distribution by Smokey and Sonya. Wait, why did Sonya do more damage? Sonya did a lot more. What is with this? Okay, so Reina did roughly the same amount of damage. So the factional bonus didn't change too much. I didn't change out anything in the team itself. But Smokey did hit harder. I guess probably from the Supreme Plus skill debuff. Right? So this one definitely allowed like Smokey to hit harder because he's a magical damage dealer. But what about Sonya? Why did Sonya hit harder? Let me just check out the ability. Okay, there could be a possibility where the haze down might have affected the timing of the boss's mechanics for our Sonya to maybe cast 1 or 2 ultimate more or go into like some sort of additional damage stance, I guess. Because like there is a haze down from Bonnie, even though throughout the whole battle I didn't see any haze down icon over here on the boss, as you guys can see, right? So for the boss, for Bonnie's aging debuff, there's actually an attack down once you reach the maximum stat on a unit. So right here, we have our Smokey attacking normally because he can't channel his aroma. We have Reina. We also have Bonnie. So we have Bonnie's base plus 2 other magical damage source. So you can see on the head, there's actually a third icon, which is the attack down. That comes from Bonnie's skill. So at the start, it is not there, but right now it's there. Okay, so we don't see the haze down from the aging effect, unfortunately. So I'm not sure whether or not it's not indicated here or it's not working on the boss itself, but it must have done something for Sonya to hit so much harder. Yeah, because factional bonus wise it's the same, right? It's Wilder Light Bearer with 3 Maulers, and then this one is this is just Lily May switching out for our dear Bonnie. So that's that. But obviously the massive damage output from Lily May cannot be covered by the other units itself. But we did see a massive damage increase in these 2 units. So that's for the damage comparison on the Dream Realm side. So there is a possibility that Bonnie could be a really good partner for magical based teams for your other magical damage dealer to be the bigger carries that they can be. So moving on to the last category that we want to test in today's video, that is the PvP side. So I actually accidentally used all my PvP runs earlier, but let's just use gems to maybe buy 1 or 2 runs to just test out like some ideas. Okay, so let's take a look at Shurin over here. So one thing about Bonnie is that her Decay's Reach actually targets the backmost enemy. So looking at this, the backmost enemy is Ludovic. Nothing that impactful. I kind of want my control to go through, so I don't think this is going to be a good matchup. So for the magical damage teams, I do have my Iron Arden, so that's what I'm going to do for this one as well. So let's take on... Okay, let's take on this guy. Might have a chance. Okay, so there's a Tarsi, Sonia together with Lily May. So question is, I need magical damage, right? So I am probably not gonna feature my Sonia here because I need the slot. So Fresto is fine because Fresto is a magical damage dealer. I think Fresto together with Bonnie is okay as well. So that's that. Do I want to feature Iron? Okay, there's a Lily Maid that will cancel my Iron. So looking at my current collection, I don't have much in my team that can bait out the Lily May. So we probably don't want Iron here, unfortunately, at least against this matchup. So what I can do is I use Rainer to buff up my Bonnie, I guess. Yeah, let's go with this and see how it goes. Okay, so without further ado, okay, wait, I think I use her ultimate for semi AoE damage potential. So this is a full team of magical damage dealers. Okay, so we swap her in. So she has the ability to reposition herself. So that's a good thing about Bonnie in the PvP side. So for this one, the debuff actually went on Sonia. As you guys can see right there, there's a haste down on Sonia. So that's how I keep track. So Lily May goes on Sonia to reduce the attack after the 2 maximum stack from the other allies itself. Unfortunately, Bonnie fell short really early here. Okay, we lost the fight because I shouldn't have sent Bonnie in. I'll probably should send my Lily May in. So let's just use the last 2 tickets to just try the same guy again. Okay, so Rainer onto Lily May. We'll keep Bonnie here. Damage reduction on Lily May. Let's start. Okay, so we'll keep Bonnie safe at bay. So she's not like super duper tanky. So even with Rainer's buff itself, she didn't survive that well. So right now the debuff is still on... No, the debuff changed position, right? So right now it's on our Fresto, I think. Yeah, the main Fresto, as you guys can see right there. The frontmost Fresto. So unfortunately, Bonnie is still controlled by Confining Spell, but she survived and she's doing a lot better this time around. Okay, ultimate got cancelled by opposing Lily May here, unfortunately. Okay. Ah, man, we got sniped down by the opposing Lily May. Cancel out the opposing Lily May. Can we jump? So now if we jump, we will be able to kill off this Lily May. Nice. Okay, so Rainer is out. Okay, we don't have... Unfortunately, we don't have our ultimate up, so we can't cancel this Tarsi. Okay, Lily May dodges. Very clutch. So I guess it's a Lily May showcase once again. Okay, we did win here. So let's take a look at the details. So... Oh, wait. Oh my god. Hey, this is crazy. Dude, she died so early, but she's doing roughly the same amount of damage as my Lily May, which survived from the start to the end. Hey, that's actually really impressive, to be really honest. I think if she's not countered by Lily May, I think she could definitely perform a lot better. Yeah, because right now there's a lot of wilders in this bracket that I'm playing in right now. So I think we can definitely feature her against... Let's see whether or not there's a matchup which I think I can make her work a little bit better. Nah. Okay, maybe this one. No, not. This is a little bit weak. We go against a triple double sustain, right? It's Kalita as well as Damien Com. So for this one, I think we will still take out Sonia because we want to sort of feature her, so we're gonna put her with the magical damage dealers. There's a Tarsi at the back. Okay, maybe I want to put another healer in the team, probably Coco or something, right? So I guess that's probably what I want to do. And do I want to use Confining Spell? I think something like this. Something like this, I guess. Protect the Coco a little bit better. So without further ado, let's start the battle. We lose a little bit of stats, but I think it's fine. because we want both the shielding as well as the healing to protect us. So Bonnie usually will keep herself in a relatively safe position in the PP side. So from the looks of it, right now, the debuff is currently on Tarsi after all the spreading itself. So we did manage to snap down the opponent decently fast right here. Okay. Up. Okay, so I do think that she's quite impressive damage-wise. So this one, she survived all the way to the end. So let's take a look at the damage number. So you guys can see this unit doing so much more damage compared to Lily May right here. Okay, not that much more, but considering Lily May has a much higher EX weapon, EX weapon 25 here, I think this is impressive. If I'm able to pump her up even more, this is gonna be even bigger. So I guess, yeah, this is where she starts to shine, at least on the PvP side with magical base teams, at least based on our first initial testing itself. So that's it for this video, just a Supreme Plus first testing for this unit. I'll probably be playing around with this unit in the next few days to see whether or not there are some secret tags that could work with Bonnie right here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.